fatal heart impacts, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions, fact don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose, pick a new silver excuse. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember, you're discreet out. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Show here, and now, whenever we last left off with this series, we had Izuku Midoriya, and well, the forest training camp just got attacked after Deku and Kendo basically started talking, and at least decided that they should start going out. Immediately afterwards, they found that they're under attack by villains, or by somebody. Now, Deku went back to his tent, where he did go to find his pills. Now, Deku believes that somebody inside UA must be a traitor, because of one simple thing. His pills were sabotaged. Somebody took a majority of them and only left him with 4. And Deku, he knows that there's only a handful of people who knows exactly who or exactly where he keeps these pills and what they're used for. Now, Deku is thinking it has to be someone inside Class 1A. Or, well, it could be a villain. But if it was a villain, why didn't they take the entire stash? Or even his Vengola ring. So it can't be Mafia either. Now, Deku, he is thinking about this all. He took one pill and got ready for combat. As we actually do have the Vengola family. They all did scatter for their tents to try and find their box weapons, their rings, and get ready. Now, this was quite a surprise. And we do actually have where Deku, he does meet up with everybody, and they all do see him. As Deku, he does look around at all of them and ask them if anybody from Class 1A or B stepped away, or was not present for the exam, or they were not present for the games. Now, everybody does look around at each other, as they all do think, exactly why is that? Deku talking about how they will discuss this later, but for right now they should know that they might have a mole inside of UA, who knows who they are. Now, that is quite a shock to them all. Somebody inside UA could know about them? That's pretty bad. Now, Deku, he does give his familia orders. Right now, they need to take down villains. They are not to use their box weapons, unless it is deemed necessary or if their opponents are using flames. Now, Deku does tell them they need to keep these weapons secret, since people would not understand. And Deku, he does break up his team. Now, there actually is where I believe her name was Mandalay does actually go to start using her power, talking about how Koda is still left inside the forest. Now, Deku, he does actually go to take flight, as he does inform everybody that he's heading in to try and find the kid, and that they should all split up. He'll search in this area, while they can all go search in this area. Find anyone left inside and get them out. And patrol the area for villains, or Mafia. Now, they all do break up, and Deku, he does start moving, as he's flying overhead through the air, and he's looking down, and he does see the flames. The flames are light blue, and they're actually burning the area. They must be real flames, caused by a quirk. Forest fires don't usually burn blue in that color. Either something's wrong with the wood or land, or those flames are just very hot. Now, Deku, he is looking around, not really much can be said. He can't see the kid and he can't hear anything out of the ordinary. And there actually is where Deku, he does go to see something smash against a wall and collapse. Him turning that direction as he does quickly start flying that way. Now, Deku, he does actually go to land and see that Muscular, he is standing there. As he does have his fist in the wall. Pulling it backwards as Koda, he does go to run. Now, Deku would see that. This guy just tried to kill a kid. And Deku does get very pissed off as Koda does come running up to Deku. And Deku does tell the kid to just simply run. Now, Koda does do that, taking off down the trail and back towards the forest. Now, Deku told Koda as he did turn not to stop and just to keep going until he does find his auntie, or at least somebody. Now, this is where Deku did turn back to Muscular and look at the man. Trying to kill a kid? Are you serious? Really? You don't know anything, do you? That bastard's parents took my eye. So, I thought I should at least return the favor. They took your eye? Yep. Then again, I did take them from him. Now, Deku does hear how casual Muscular was with that statement. Bastard. You killed them? Of course I did. They caught me. And I had to get away somehow. Now, Deku does look pissed off, as he does look at Muscular's hands. His arms are covered in muscle tendons. His hands didn't get any larger, but there's the fact that there's no ring. So tell me, what family do you work for? Family? Kid, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, that's perfect then. I'm assuming you're, what, with the League of Villains? Good guess, kid. You'd be right. So is Shigaraki here? No. In fact, he just told us to come out here and play. Although the other ones have these stupid little things with them. Things? Yes, some of them got rings. Real fancy-like, too. I was told I couldn't have one. Don't really care, though. I get to do this. It's much more enjoyable than that shitty little ring. Now, Deku Hida is actually going to blast forwards. As Muscular, he was quite surprised. The kid's fast. All of a sudden, Deku disappeared from eyesight. And Deku does appear right in front of Muscular as he does going to sock him across the face hard with his glove. Now, Muscular, he does going to bring his hand up, as he's going to grab Deku's leg and going to smash him down onto the ground. Now, Deku, as he does smash on the ground, he actually is going to bring up his other leg and his hands. Deku actually going to blast up his hands, as he does going to do an X-burner, firing hard flames into Muscular. Now, Muscular is going to bring up his other arm to block the attack, as Deku actually starts to burn off some Muscular's flesh, along with even actually blast him back. Now, Muscular does blast back. He does actually go to throw Midoriya over his head, since he didn't let go and he moved back. Now, the moment Midoriya he was in the air, he actually had to go to steady his body outwards, bringing up one of his hands and he did go to throw his other hand behind him, doing an X-burner to hit Muscular in his back muscles. Now, Muscular was quite caught off guard. Those flames are hot as shit. And, well, they hurt. Now, he did actually go to spin around as Deku did go to throw an X-burner out. Muscular throwing out his fist as he does directly smashed into Deku's glove after he did blast him. Now, Deku, he does get offset, as his hard flames, all of a sudden his arm did buckle and move a different direction, as Deku did actually start to spin a bit with his power. Now, Deku, he does know he's nearly at his limit, as he does go to steady himself out with one hand, while bringing his other hand up to grab a pill and put it in his mouth. He only has 2 left. Now, Deku's flames they do go from burning low to reigniting. As Deku, he does look back at Muscular. He can tell that the man is already heavily damaged, and the fact that he's doing this much here shows that he's made improvements. He's gotten stronger. Now, Deku, he does just think, this is not too good. A forest fire. What could it be used for? This guy, he's a villain too. Tell me, what are you two here for? 2? Yes, you 2. There's more of us than just 2. Shit. Kid, what we're here for is none of your concern. We're actually after a few kids. Get their powers and, well, take us to leave. Their powers? You work for the guy that can take and give quirks, don't you? Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, we work for All for One. All for One? Yup, kid. That's his name. It's quite funny. The guy's weird and never shows his face. But I respect him, even though it's not my style. Now, Deku he does look right at Muscular. Okay. This guy, he's a big problem. From what he's seen, this guy's a very grave threat. Along with that, he's covering himself in more muscle fibers. So, that's his quirk. The more fibers he covers himself in, what can you do? Duplicate them, multiply them? It doesn't make sense. They're both in offensive and defensive armor. So, there's just one little problem though. His head. He can't cover his head, he can't cover his hands. He's guessing that it works like a suit of armor. So, he has to take this guy down quickly. And maybe, just maybe, he has a way. Now, Deku he is thinking though. His X-Burner does do damage. However, if he does turn it up a bit, use all he's got, he'll burn through a pill immediately. However, there's the fact that using that much power, it will take this guy down. Now, Deku knows that it's a risk. However, it's one he does need to take. Now, Deku he actually does go blasting around Muscular, as he does go to land on the ground and then go to bring up his hands. Muscular watching that. Now, he's quite surprised. The kid's still got enough power to use one of those things. Not gonna happen. Now, he does go blasting forwards, as we actually do have where somebody does come smashing him in the back. And Muscular here does go to fall forwards and onto one knee, as he does go to try and get up, but he does feel slower. Now, this is where Deku he does actually turn his head to see Kendo, as he does someone smile. Now, Kendo she does have her hawk floating right above Muscular, as it's circling around him, and he does feel fatigued and slow, as Kendo she does at least go to bring up her hands. Now, she does ask if he has enough time to do it, and Deku does turn towards her, telling her to get the hell out of the way. As Deku does go to bring up his hand and his X-Burner, it does at least show that it's charging. Deku brings his hand behind him, as he does focus. Okay, more and more power. Now, Deku, he's just trying to think. This is not too good. Too much power can hurt it. Deku's mind stopping for a second. Wait, how does he know that? Not important. Too much power can overload my body. It can hurt and damage things around me. Where did I learn that from? Must be something Reborn taught me. Okay. Soft flames behind me, hard flames in front of me. Now, Deku does go to at least throw back his hand and blast forwards, as he does send out a, well, double X-Burner. Or a improved X-Burner, I don't really know what to call it. Now, this large amount of power does blast at Muscular. And Muscular, he does have his face take the brunt of the blast, as he's sent flying backwards and his body is caught up in flames. Now, Muscular would go flying off the cliff as he's on fire. And Deku, yeah, he does actually go to, as he's done blasting, bring his hand down as he does go to fall down onto one knee. Now, his flames immediately do die down, and Deku does go to bring up his hand to grab another pill. Okay, that guy was pretty challenging. Shit. Okay. Now, Deku, he does notice that he is coughing up a bit of blood. Okay, his stab wound may have reopened. Then again, there's also his back that it fucking hurts. Now, Deku, he does just think, okay, there's more villains here. Kendo, running up. Are you okay, Izuku? Yeah, I'm fine. Right now, though. Problem. The League of Villains. Some of their members are Mafia. We need to hurry. Now, Deku does go running out and just look down at the forest. There are colorful flames flying all around. And from what he can see, many of these flames are different color. So, that means that they are here. Now, Deku is just thinking, they need to hurry up now. Otherwise, this could be a lot of trouble. Now, we actually do have where Deku, he does go running out. And he does go to move into the forest to try and take on some threats. Now, Deku, he does encounter Moonfish, as he does also see Tokoyami, Todoroki, and the Duplo Arms man. Now, the Duplo Arms guy is talking about how he lost control, and that Todoroki, he was trying to calm him down. However, he does just keep getting angrier and angrier. Now, Deku is aware that this is very important. However, he does just ask if this guy, or the Duplo Arms guy, saw anybody with strange colors, or at least strange flames. Flames? Yeah. I can't explain it to you right now. Answer the question. No. Not really? Perfect. Are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Just forget you ever heard that question. Now, Todoroki, he does actually go to bring up the box, as he's behind the Duplo Arms guy. Deku looking at him and just shaking his head no. Now, Deku, he does get a turn to Tokoyami, as Deku and him do go rushing in. Now, these two are able to take down Tokoyami, and learn that he did actually take on a villain and win. So they do at least have 2 confirmed downs. That's good. Now, Deku, yeah. They do make their way through the forest, encountering Nomu, villains, and other people. As Deku does eventually burn through his pills. Now, Deku does actually start running through the forest, as him and Kendo are moving. And Deku does just try to think, bringing his hand up and trying to create a flame. He has to rely on those stupid fucking pills. Why can't he make a flame on his own? It makes no sense. Now, as Deku and Kendo are moving, you do actually have where Deku, he does encounter somebody who he didn't really expect. Now, Deku does go to move out of the way of a knife that flew through the air. As somebody, they do come running out of the, woods. As they do smash into Kendo, and immediately go to throw up their leg, smashing it into her. Now, they do then turn to Deku, going to pull a blade as they do go to try and slash at him. And Deku does dodge out of the way, as that caught him off guard. Now, you do actually have where the person is going to bring up their hand. As Deku, he does see a ring on their finger. This is not good. Shit. Who the fuck are you? Oh, hi. You know, it's quite a shame. You're actually quite cute. But I'm still going to have to stab you. Stab me? Oh, yeah. Boss's orders. Tell me, what family do you work for? Hmm? Family? Uh, I don't really know. The person bringing their hand up to their face. All I really know is I got a ring, I can use fire, it's cool. I get to burn people with it. I get to see blood. Uh, okay. A light blue flame? That means it's Momo's. Okay, she has construction. That's not too good. Now, Deku's trying to understand. This means that this person, they are what? What are they able to do? Now, Deku is trying to think. He can take them on head he can take them head on. However, it's not good. He doesn't know their quirk and he knows their flames. That combination isn't already good enough. There's not enough data here to analyze it properly. This being where Kendo shows actually come rushing forwards. Using her giant hands as Toga, she does actually go to spin around. Now, she is going to stab the needle and throw it into Kendo's large hand. As Kendo, she does actually somewhat wince in pain and grab onto Toga. Now, Deku, he does see that, as he does ask her if she's got it handled. To which he does turn to him and nod. Deku just thinking, okay, she can do this. Him turning around and going to run off, as he does need to catch up with everyone else. Now, this is where things do start to line up with canon. Except a few things. Some people were taken. Ibarra, Mina, Ida, they were all taken. And this was quite a shock. Why would this guy take them? He obviously wants their quirks, but them specifically? If he was to target people, he would have targeted Todoroki and Bakugo. This isn't good. He's just wondering, though. Okay, this guy, he encountered them again. They must be the ones who attacked him before. Okay. I'm starting to see a bit of a pattern. Now then, as Deku is doing that, we do cut to back at his home, where that box is sitting on his table. And you do actually have Inko Midoriya, who she was tidying up around the house after dinner. She knows that Deku, he's training hard, and that one day he will have to leave the nest to be Vengola 10. She is wondering, however, if he does do this, will he live up to Nine's expectations? The man has high hopes for Deku, along with the fact that he did seal away that power Deku could control before. Now, this is where the box Deku did have as a gift does actually start to ring and buzz. And Inko, she does actually hear that sound. Her walking over to the other side of the table and looking down at the thing. As she just pick up the card and read it. Now, she's quite confused. Nine got him an alarm clock? This hasn't happened before. No. She was going to bring her hands down and grab the sides of the box, as she does pull off the top to it, as the apartment does explode. Now, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed. Have an amazing day. Catch you guys in the next part.